Graves has to split the uprights. And Mississippi State can go home happy. If not, South Alabama will have a very enjoyable trip back to Mobile.
We knew that it was a pretty good team. They had pretty good players, so, we was game planning and scheming throughout the week, for them guys. So, and they came out physical, the special teams, they was physical. Offensive line was physical, and as a defense, they was physical.
They're an athletic team, and maybe they did some surprise, but I think pretty much everything they did was pretty much what we expected, besides little trick plays and things like that. They're a pretty good team.
Davis back to pass, getting pressure and getting dropped. And that is A.J. Jefferson, who shoots through there and got him down around the knees and just dropped him as he tried to spin out of the tackle. One to the left, put Holloway in motion, fake it inside, throw it out to Holloway at the 40, slides to the 45 or 50 over the midfield stripe. He's down the sideline and out of bounds at the 41-yard line in South Alabama territory. Jamal Claiborne gives him the snap. He rolls to his left. He's still rolling and looking and throwing into the sideline, and a catch is made, and out of bounds goes Mixon.
We got a young team and got a lot of guys who haven't really just played a lot of college football yet. That was the biggest thing, just getting those first plays out the system, getting that first hit out, and just relaxing and playing football.
Well, first Mixon, then Thomas. Guy comes offside, snap it, and rolling out is Williams, going to throw in the end zone for a touchdown. And that is Dedrick Thomas.
It definitely gave us a little bit more momentum that we didn't have, especially with the slow start. So coming out there and being able to make a play, and Dedrick Thomas going up and taking the ball in the end zone, I think that made a great start for us for the game.
Damian rolled out to the right. It was a freeze play, and the defense jumped off sides. And Dedrick and Keith and Jamal, they did a good job of just sticking with the play and not panicking, and rolled around to the back of the end zone and made a play. And man, I was excited for him. I was jumping. I think I was more excited than he was, actually.
They switching from the left to the right side of the quarterback. Two receivers out to the left, back to pass, out of the backfield to Thomas. He spins and is knocked down on the play, and that's Kevon Coleman who comes up. He's the senior. What a sure tackle. And the ball will be placed down at the 27. The kick is on the way, and the kick hits the upright and bounces off. It is no good. It hit the left upright and bounced back into the end zone. Patterson had plenty of leg. It just wasn't quite true enough.
We just executed. We wanted it more, and when our number was called, we wouldn't have made those plays.
Well, the ball is out at the 34, back to pass, a lot of time. Williams fires, complete, and that is a catch by Fred Ross. Two back set, inside to Holloway. He breaks ahead, and he goes to the goal line and scores, diving across with a football. He saw a little seam. He had a nice burst. He's in the end zone.
We ran the same play before, and Damian Pooley, he actually had a pretty good run. So I looked to the sidelines and just trying to get everybody to hurry up and run the play again, and I pretty much knew we'd get through it. Our line got good movement off the line. So, I pretty much knew we'd get in the end zone.
A couple of other new faces. There's going to be a little delay give and nothing doing, and that's A.J. Jefferson, who smelled out the delay.
He's a leader. He's a fifth-year senior. He comes, he works hard every day, so that was expected from him.
Davis gets a snap. He gets pressure, and he's going to be caught and dropped for a loss. J.T. Gray, and there on the blitz, is able to reach in. Bulldogs got a lot of people around him. Hand off to Holloway, trying to get outside, and does to the 40. Looking for a block to the 50. Cuts it back at the 45. Banged down to the 43, maybe the 44, right in that vicinity. Handling the football. A fake, and now keeping up the middle goes the Wolf quarterback off the fake to Holloway. He takes it right back up to the middle, inside the 25 and down to the 23-yard line. This one's on the way. It's got plenty of leg, and it is good, and he starts like he did last year. He hit his first 7 field goals attempted last year. You got to hit number 1 before you can get number 2, and he did exactly that. And a little bit of a trick formation, a pitch out to Johnson, and he is not going to get away and be caught at the line of scrimmage. It will be from the 15-yard line. It will be a 25-yard field goal from the hash mark. It's on the way, and it hits the upright and falls away again. He hit the right upright this time.
On the offense side, we want to do more. We want to score more points, and we want to come out and just stay focused.
Thomas, the running back on the left of the quarterback, who steps back to pass, looking into the end zone, throwing towards the end zone. Pass is going to be, is it caught? If it is, McGee has a touchdown, and he does. Inside fake, and a keep by Williams. He's got a big hole, breaks to the 40, caught from behind. Back in the pocket, plenty of time. Throws it out, complete to Holloway. Gets away from a guy and gets a first down on pure effort. Snap down, kick is away, and it's carrying, and it is good. He hits it from 48. Well, you'll have to like that. He shows a little extra range this year. And the Bulldogs lead at 20-7. They're up by 14. And the guy back to receive is Ayula. And there's the high, lofted kick, and it's inside the 10. The Bulldogs trying to stop it, and they do on the 1-yard line. Adams and company, and getting out of the breaking a tackle and breaking free, and coming to the 20 and out to the 30. They look like they had him hemmed up back at the goal line, and Thomas breaks free. He is going to be down to the 38, and that's a run of 37. And boy,
it all just happened so fast, you know, and I just tried to keep the guys up, you know, and play the next play, you know, and one thing led to another.
Off the line of scrimmage, give it off to Thomas, tries to bump outside, fights his way forward, gets the first down, gets to the goal line, gets the touchdown. Bulldogs on that 4-man, actually 3-man, but they step up a defensive front, put some pressure on, throw it in the end zone. Pass is caught at the rear of the end zone. Pass is caught for a touchdown at the rear of the end zone.
But I mean, I feel like it's just football. Things change quickly, and we just needed to change with it, and I think we kind of let it get out of our hands.
Damian Williams takes the snap, looks downfield, plenty of time, dumps it over the middle. Pass is caught along the 40, run by Gray over the 45, and he'll have a first down at about the 48-yard line. That's a good first play for the Bulldogs in this drive. With 50 seconds left to go in the contest. Snap and give inside to Holloway. Sees a little running room over the 50, inside the 45, and wisely takes it out of bounds.
We got everything we wanted. We moved the ball down the field, caught some good plays, got out of bounds when we needed to, got first downs when we needed to, milked the clock all the way down.
Graves has to split the uprights, and Mississippi State can go home happy. If not, South Alabama will have a very enjoyable trip back to Mobile. Snap back, down, kick on the way. Kick hits the goalpost and does not go. It hit the left upright and does not go. 6 seconds are left in the ball game, and South Alabama is all over the field. And boy, what a tough time for the Bulldogs. They're probably just fractions of an inch shy of winning this ball game.
We have to lead each other, you know, in the right path, come together, play harder, be more physical, run to the football, get 11 heads to the ball.
We can't mourn on what happened last week. We got to come out and we just got to play hard, play fast, and play physical.
Even if we would have won the game, I feel like we still would have the same problems we have now. And just making a field goal or missing the field goal, that doesn't change the fact of we let them get back in the game, and we had a few problems during the game. So I feel like we just need to finish, focus on Mississippi State football, and play how we know we can play.
Hi, Dak Prescott here. After losing my mom to colon cancer in 2013, it became personal to me. It is the second leading cancer killer. The good thing though, it can be prevented, it can be treated, and it can be beaten. So if you're 50 or older, get screened. Do it for me and do it for yourself.
Come see us at Gastroenterology Associates or Baptist Cancer Center.
Locations in Columbus and Starkville.
So the action everybody generally focuses on football game days is on the field, on Scott Field. But here in Davis Wade Stadium, there's a little bit of new action happening up in the scoreboard club. I'm Bob Carskadden with Senior Associate AD for Bulldog Club and Ticketing, Mike Ritchie, and we're in one of the cabanas that Mississippi State has introduced this year. We'll talk specifics in a minute, but at this point I'm just curious, where in the world did this idea come from? Who said we want to put cabanas in the football stadium?
Well, it's interesting. We after last season, we noticed that there was so much extra space up here, and there were so many people that just kind of like to roam around on this terrace. And we thought, you know, we've got this space, and after one of the games, Scott said to us, you know, it'd be really cool if we had something like a cabana. He actually used the word cabana. Something like a cabana up there where people who like to use that space and roam around could have a covered area, a place where they could sit and enjoy the game and roam out and use that terrace. And we just kind of put our heads together and started talking about it. And this is the result. And we're really pleased with them and how they turned out, and everybody loves them.
Yeah, I think it's 12 people per cabana. Sold out for the 2016 season. Understandably so, hanging out up here. It's a good view, and you got the TV, you got the shade. I think that's the key, is the shade. You can also cater the food, am I right?
Yeah, you can if you want to. You have access to the scoreboard club and the buffet in there. You can get catered food if you'd like to. We have some fans in here to keep it cool, and very popular last weekend with the heat and the shade and the fans and a little greenery and very tropical setting out here, so really a neat idea.
All right, so how do you go about deciding what you want to put in here? Obviously you say, all right, we need some shade, maybe a TV would be good, but then the rest of the setup, where does that even come from?
Well, the Colonnade Group out of Birmingham, they manage our premium space for us, and so we tasked them with coming up with the design and the furniture and all the amenities, and I think they did a great job, and we came up with several different iterations of the cabana, and this is kind of where we landed, and we kind of told them what we wanted, and they came back and forth with several different designs, and we were Googling cabanas, and it went all the way back to the Orange Bowl for us. You know, the cabanas that were around the pool down there is something that we kind of started with, and we sent them pictures of that, and we're looking at fancy resort hotels and pulling up images from Google and saying, nah, I want something sort of like this, and then we would look at something and say, well, what if we did something more like this, and I think we drove them crazy at sometimes, telling them, no, more like this, more like that, and this is kind of where we ended up. So this is a custom-built structure that they put together for us, and it's kind of a powder-coated steel frame, and you see the slats that they put on either side, and the curtains, and so it's really custom just for us, and you see it's branded Mississippi State, and we really love the way it turned out, and the furniture kind of fits the motif, and it fits really well in this space. There are 8 of them up here, and we really love the way it turned out, and I think our fans really like it too.
I'll say too, I've told people before, this is my favorite view, this area in the scoreboard club in the stadium, because you feel like you're right on top of the field.
Yeah.
You got that view a little bit halfway up so you can see what's going on. I like that. So I want to ask about the reaction after the first game and then when you first announced it. Let's start with the announcement. How quickly did you sell out, and what were people saying when you told them there were cabanas available?
You know, when we put it out there for the public, we sold out in about 2 days, and we had a mixed reaction. We had a lot of people who were saying that's the coolest thing we've ever seen. We had a few naysayers. We always have some naysayers, and most of the naysayers were people who saw it on Twitter that weren't even really Mississippi State folks. But the Mississippi State folks had a great reaction to it, and the reaction on game day the other day is a lot of the people in the cabanas were thrilled that they had them. A lot of people who were up here that didn't have cabanas said, what do I have to do to get one of those? So had a great reaction, and I think everybody really enjoyed themselves. And you know, this space, interestingly enough, the way it's designed and built, this is really the foundation for, in the future, what could be a second level of skyboxes. So you talked about the views, and that's really what this is designed for. This could be in the future another level of skyboxes, and so that's why the sight lines are so good. The drink rails that you see out front would be seats and another layer of seats for skyboxes in the future. So that's why it works out so well for something like this, and for a space that lends itself to really good views of the field and the game. So it's perfect for this kind of a space. And when you looked over the last couple seasons at the way people in the scoreboard club were enjoying this space, that's exactly what they were doing. They were leaving their seats in the scoreboard club, roaming around up here, standing at the drink rail, watching the game. So it really worked out perfectly for us.
Well, until the skyboxes come, we'll enjoy the cabanas. Mike Ritchie, appreciate you hanging out. Thank you.
Thanks for having us. This really great opportunity for us.
It's the final days of Nissan's Bottom Line Summer Event. Now save big with 0% for up to 72 months on 13 models and no payments for 90 days. Plus, get up to $3,000 bonus cash or save up to $4,000 on the 2016 Nissan Altima. Hurry!
Dog Talk has a new home, and that home is the Veranda. Join me, Dan Mullen, every Thursday during football season for dinner and Dog Talk Live. The Veranda is home to the best steaks in Starkville and the best blue plates in Mississippi. Jay Yates is always cooking up something delicious. I'll see you at the Veranda, where it's all about the flavor.
This year, don't just dream about it, go! Turn to Prime Sport for exclusive access to the biggest sporting events on the planet. With premium seats, VIP access, exclusive pre-game events, and more. Go to primesport.com now.
South Carolina has, a pretty good, solid team. They play hard on special teams. They got 2 great quarterbacks, got 2 great receivers, running back, so we expecting those guys to come with it this week. And, we just got to come together. And when adversity strikes, we got to overcome it.
They're a fast team, man. They're a great SEC opponent. They're a one-hot team. They're going to come out, get in your face, and they're going to play with that swagger, so we got to match their intensity.
There are some big athletic guys. They all get to the ball, and I think that's what I like about them the most. They get 11 guys to the ball every play, and I think that just adds to the excitement. I think it's going to be a big SEC battle.
I think the fans will enjoy it. It's a night game, so we're going to put on a show for them, and we're going to go out there and entertain it and get that W for our Bulldog fans.
The biggest thing is to get the fans into it, too. I mean, we want everybody to be just as excited as we are. And SC Nation coming into our house and being able to host here, it's a great feeling to have.
This is what we work for all summer. We know we're more than capable of doing what we did last week. We're a way better team than that. I don't think that's a team that the fan base is going to see this Saturday. This team's going to come out. We're going to play hard. We're going to play fast, and we're going to play strong, and we're going to make it happen.